Hi, I'm Dr. Ken Harvey, and I would like to introduce you to KIMEP University's strategy for developing a dynamic distance learning program quickly and inexpensively in a way that can help KIMEP increase its enrollments and serve students throughout Kazakhstan, Central Asia, China, and literally around the world. First, let me explain the rationale behind our distance learning strategy. Distance learning offers many important opportunities to any educational institution, including outreach to distance students, on-demand accessibility and support for all students, enhanced enrollments and revenues, enhanced PR, marketing, name recognition and status, and enhanced partnering opportunities with other institutions. Now, there are many approaches to distance learning, and each has its own supporters within the educational community. Asynchronous on-demand learning management systems such as Moodle, asynchronous on-demand video, possible through Moodle, also through a simple network system such as KIMEP's L Drive. Another is synchronous, that means live video streaming through very expensive systems such as Washington State's $500 million program system that I used to use. Very high quality, TV quality, but like I said, very expensive. And also synchronous full multimedia interactive web conferencing with recording capability for later asynchronous on-demand use. As we looked at these alternatives, we also considered obstacles such as difficulty for faculty to learn distance learning technology, difficulty for faculty to create their online curricula, a lack of time and motivation for faculty to participate, and high dropout rates for students, especially for asynchronous strategies. Although students frequently say they prefer on-demand learning as more convenient, it is also easier to procrastinate. In assessing these alternatives and obstacles, KIMEP has decided initially to launch a distance learning program emphasizing a simulcasting strategy that provides both live synchronous and on-demand asynchronous learning. Professors simply do what they do best. They teach. Simulcasting means few additional professors are needed, no separate classes. Classes involve both on-site and distance students. We would have technical assistants who would handle the cameras and recording, and technical assistants who would finalize on-demand video, do the editing, and place it on the internet. Let me explain that this strategy also coincides with important changes in technology that will affect everything that we do. We're in the midst of a web revolution that will dramatically change education in the coming years. The viewing of online video is absolutely exploding. As seen in this graphic, the number of online videos viewed in June 2012 was about 550% greater than just 1 year earlier in June 2011. Even television is expected now to quickly migrate to the internet. The over-the-top paid TV system is projected to increase from 45 million subscribers to 353 million subscribers within 3 years, possibly half of all paid cable-type viewing. The rapid spread of mobile internet is one reason why broadband overall is expected to increase in power by 400% between 2011 and 2016 to an average of 34 megabits per second. Also, with the spread of mobile broadband service, the number of internet devices is projected by Cisco to nearly double by 2016 to the point where there will be about 2.5 devices for every man, woman, child, and infant in the world. And already there are twice as many broadband mobile connections to the internet than fixed wire connections. And this trend is worldwide. More than half of all the mobile connections around the world are in the emerging countries. And it's no coincidence that these two skyrocketing trends are emerging together, since one of the easiest and certainly most powerful online media to adapt to mobile devices is video. And Kazakhstan is following these worldwide trends. There's very rapid internet growth, and there's a trend line that's absolutely skyrocketing. And this includes rapid growth of broadband access. And most of this broadband access, or much of it, is mobile. Indeed, we see prospects for skipping a generation of technology in many parts of Kazakhstan, where people may never have fixed wire broadband, but will go directly to mobile broadband. At KIMEP, after considering these options, we began exploring different video conferencing systems, including high-end, expensive, high-definition systems such as Cisco, Microsoft, Samsung, again, expensive video streaming systems, expensive point-to-point virtual networking, And finally, the low-cost commercial web conferencing systems such as HotConference, TalkFusion, Google Hangout, and Adobe Connect. We determined that since all of these have to travel through Kazakhstan's developing internet system, there simply wasn't much difference, and the low-cost commercial web conferencing systems were very sufficient. We decided that instead of spending money on high-definition internet systems that provided very limited improvement on video quality and at times instead stalled delivery of the audio-video feed and made the video feed continually stop and start, we would spend money on high-quality computers, cameras, microphones, lighting, etc. The KIMEP distance learning strategy was thus developed to address the various obstacles discussed earlier. Let's just review them quickly and then discuss how our strategy addresses those challenges. Again, the obstacles included difficulty for the faculty to learn distance learning technologies, difficulty for faculty to create their online curricula, lack of time and motivation for faculty to participate, and high dropout rates for students, especially for asynchronous strategies. This then is how the KIMEP distance learning plan addresses those challenges. The simulcast classes will allow us to teach in-class and distance students simultaneously. The student technical assistants will run the equipment. The teachers will simply teach. Specially designed studio classrooms will have superior equipment to facilitate simulcasting. And classes will be video recorded for absent students, for repeat viewing by the English language learners, and then also available for flipping classes or for independent studies. And the faculty will be compensated for preparing a new class, and this will also help in their faculty evaluations and will look good on their CVs. Learning management systems such as Moodle are an important part of almost all university distance learning programs, but there is always a learning curve for such systems. In exchange for their one-course remission, professors will be asked to attend some training classes on how to best teach within the online environment and specifically how to use Moodle, at least for testing purposes. The Moodle testing system allows a professor to create exams with numerous question types, including matching, fill in the blank, multiple choice, true and false, and essay. All of these are automatically graded by Moodle except for essay questions. Of course, scores are easily downloadable into Excel, and essays can be downloaded as well. The professors then can grade the essays separately. Moodle also allows professors to set the time during which students can access the exam, limit the time a student can take to take the exam. They can also establish a bank of questions, which can be randomly or specifically selected for an exam. And finally, they can determine if a student can take a test more than once for learning purposes. The KIMEP.tv website can also be a valuable tool for distance learning. On http://kimep.tv, you and your students can now access over 200,000 informational, educational, and inspirational videos, thousands of thousands of free university courses, over 40,000 ebooks and blogs, including many free textbooks, hundreds of audiobooks, the greatest speeches in history in multimedia format, today's news, stories, and analysis, and over 1 million other resources. The big question that we have is, whom do we teach? This is under discussion at this time and will undoubtedly expand over the coming years. Under consideration are, of course, Executive MBA, Executive MPA, Professional MAIJ. Also, we would teach English Foundation courses in a blended fashion, so students wouldn't always have to come to class, but could also access some of the classes online. We could also teach continuing education courses and offer free webinars to enhance our recruiting efforts. Other possibilities include a blended system of MA TESOL. And finally, in the long run, we'd want to consider general education courses for first-year students. We're already accepting GE credits for students from vocational colleges, and I think our professors can do at least that well over the internet. Another recommendation is to gradually build a network of satellite campuses where we can better control the quality of bandwidth and computer equipment, as well as provide a staff to assist students and serve as recruiters in each region. There are many advantages in establishing a network of satellite campuses. Besides providing a site for students to attend classes together under supervision, it provides a location for professors from the main campus to teach in person from time to time. Indeed, simulcast classes can originate from any of these locations. This strategy also provides more control over internet quality, reduces tech support requirements compared with students trying to access from home. It enhances recruiting. Local signage and year-round recruiting can be achieved by a full-time staff. And it allows bachelor students to complete general education courses while still living at home. And overall, it should increase enrollment. There are at least 2 universities in Kazakhstan already offering complete bachelor degrees via the internet. If KIMEP establishes a network of satellite campuses and allows students to take general education courses there, the potential is to recruit at least 25 students at each site who otherwise would not have enrolled. Over a 4-year period, that would increase KIMEP's enrollment by 1,000 students or more with just 10 sites around the country. You have been experiencing the recorded product of our distance learning technology. Most of the video at this point, minus a few cutaways, has come from the regular recording function of this system. When you start your class, you simply click on the record button, as shown in this visual, in this slide, circled in red. And you then see a timer turned on in the upper left. Your own webcam video will turn on as soon as you press the Talk Now button, as shown in this slide, circled in green. And if you want to show a PowerPoint presentation, a video, or something else on your desktop, or reserve most of the space for live text chat, you press the appropriate button in the upper right, and you'll see these possible functions circled in blue. The names of people participating in a web conference will appear in the right-hand column where you now see my name. With this system, you can have 3 people speaking at the same time from anywhere in the world. In a pilot project we are currently conducting, Dr. Phil Outer on the left in this slide, and I are team teaching a class in Korea. The students too can participate on camera. Each of our students will make 2 class presentations during the semester. We just began the second round and everything is working very well. I give the students moderator rights so they can quickly upload their own PowerPoint presentations and teach their part of the class. As I said, 3 people can be speaking at the same time from anywhere in the world. Tell me, what do you think are the advantages of distance learning?
I think that distance learning advantage is that it's cheaper. It's taking less time. We can reach any person.
Okay. Yes. So anybody around the world in our pilot project with the class in Korea, we've got our class in Korea. One of my colleagues, my co-teachers, is teaching from the United States. So we have, in a situation like this, students presenting sometimes in classes. We have another professor in America and myself teaching, as well as a colleague here, Chopin. Sanchar, what do you think are some advantages to distance learning? Well, for our viewing audience, we have not pre-tested this. And actually, this is a good example of why I'm recommending a satellite network system of branches, because even though we can tell students that they have permission to access from their home, as Ainur and Sanchar are trying to do today, we can't really guarantee that they're not going to have technical problems in their home. We can pretty much guarantee there won't be problems if they come to a central site in a campus. And if we have central sites, maybe 10 different satellite sites, and maybe over a period of time increasing to 12, 15 different sites, then they have someplace they can go where we can pretty much guarantee the bandwidth, guarantee the quality of the equipment, because we can't control what they're doing at home. So anyway, thank you, Ainur, and thank you, Sanchar, for participating. With that, we've ended our demonstration and training seminar. Thank you for attending, and I hope it's been helpful in understanding KIMEP's new distance learning program to be launched in fall of 2014. Feel free to call with any questions you might have. My email address is kharvey at kimep.kz. Thank you.